What's going on, guys? HQ420 back at it, back in the building, dropping another one, hot freshness for you today. We got to get back into Bubba Wallace, man. You gotta let this go. You failed, dude. I initially gave you an A for effort, but I got to flunk you now. I got to put a big F on it. We got to put the big L sign on there. You were still trying to push the narrative that somebody trying to noose you up in your garage. Come on, man. So we're going to jump into a few articles. We're going to listen to a few words from Bubba. Not going to get all deep into the CNN interviews, 13 minutes. Y'all can check that out. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so this article from the Blaze. It's a straight up news. Bubba Wallace is angry at online response to FBI's investigation. Bubba, don't get angry. Well, hold on a second. Usually when people are embarrassed, they get angry. They come at you with using some profanities. They get loud. They start talking about stuff that's, unrelated to what's going on with the current situation. So I can understand why he's angry. He got embarrassed. It's like you not 5, say 10 years old. Pee your pants. You're embarrassed. You got to go in the corner for a little bit. That's what he's doing right now. Man's in timeout. He's embarrassed. That's why he's lashing out. But it said he did not appear pleased by the criticism he's facing online. So let's get into this. It says NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace expressed his anger and frustration in an interview on CNN after the FBI released its conclusion that no hate crime had been committed in the garage noose incident at the Talladega Superspeedway in Alabama. Now, like I said on my previous video, the FBI, man, 15 folks, come on now, 15 people. It just took a man and a photo from 2019 and a photo from, a week ago to figure this out. We got a 2-day investigation. Ain't no telling, that's probably $200,000-$300,000 gone. Taxpayer money. Count your wallets, man. They're like taxes gonna be going up shortly. I know what they saying. Oh, we're gonna get another round of stimulus. Please, we're gonna get busted on the back end of this. But beyond that, Bubba comes up and says, I'm pissed. Yeah. He probably had a mad face and all. I'm pissed. He told CNN host Don Lemon, I'm mad because people are trying to test my character and the person that I am and my integrity. Well, they ain't testing it. They just telling you that you might have hit the pipe before you went into your place of work. They're just saying that, look, man, I don't know if you've been in garages, but all kind of them got rope tied up to the door so they can pull it down. Every garage ain't got one of those automatic doors. You lift it up, rolls up, you grab the rope and pull it back down. I got one at work. Man, ain't nobody ever said, boy, that's a noose right there, man. You could noose somebody up. So, man, the door gonna slide down. It ain't gonna hold no weight. Come on, man. It said the FBI concluded that the item, which looked like a noose, had been left at the garage long before anyone knew Wallace was going to use that garage. And we seen from the pictures, this is true. Like I said, the truth hurts. The truth will embarrass you. The truth will leave you out there like Adam and Eve. You'd be looking some leaves to cover yourself up. You didn't even know you were naked. You're out there butt naked. You're like, man, what? Oh my God. I thought I had a towel or something. I'm out here butt naked. Let me get me some leaves or something. Makeshift drawers, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the truth will do to you. It said Wallace appeared upset at the conclusions being made by his critics over the debacle and specifically pointed out that some people online were accusing him of committing wrongdoing. Well, Bubba, you got to be ready for that. When you come straight out, now you were the high proponent. I'm BLM now. Now look, Bo, there's a lean on your blackness. You half and half, bro. You ain't even full on dark. Come on, man. So when they got a lean out like that, repo man, look at you. Like I said, look like you might just had a hard day's work. Little grease on your face. well tanned, almost olive colored. So I mean, of course, folks are gonna accuse you of that after they see where the rope was at. I mean, at first, everybody jumping on board, especially NASCAR, LeBron, you know, some other white millionaires who like to jump on board on this. Oh yes, it's another sign of racism. Man, when the last time you seen somebody? Man, this ain't the 1940s. Folks ain't walking around carrying ropes, nooses. I'm ready to get. I mean, you gonna get shot. I said, bro, you're not gonna get close. I mean, I don't even know what they're talking about here. He says, I've been racing all my life. We've raced out of hundreds of garages that never had garage pulls like that. So they didn't have no rope. I mean, they have a chain, or they automatic. I mean, let me know how they were. I mean, how they pull the door down. If you can let me know that, I mean, I'd be like, hey, I mean, maybe it's just it was your lucky day. It's a coincidence. So some people that want to call it a garage pull and put out old videos and photos of knots being in it as their evidence, go right ahead. Well, but when you start going to court of law, that is evidence. Photos, you know, videos, live footage. They're like, man, just look. All you got to do is look. I said, dude, it's tied to the door. I mean, when you lift that door up, you might want to close it sometime. Unless you're going to get a step ladder every time so you can get up there to get enough grip and pull it down, and man, you're going to need this rope. So that's just how we get down. Ain't no need to spend a whole bunch of money on that when a rope will do. I mean, just one carve right, boom, pull it right down. It said, but from the evidence that we have, now you hear us that we have, and then that I have. Yeah, let's get right. We seen the evidence. You have a speculation. Everybody always throwing to me conspiracy theory. Oh, Sam, yeah, XQ ain't nothing but a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he can have his conspiracy theory and he get mad about it. I mean, at least mine, I have a little fact to back it up. He said the evidence that he has is a straight up noose. Straight up, no doubt. Said the FBI has stated that it was a noose over and over again. NASCAR leadership has stated it was a noose. Wallace continued. He said, I can confirm that I actually got evidence of what was hanging in my garage over my car around my picker. Guides to confirm that it was a noose, and never seen anything like it. Then where the guys at, man? I mean, bring them out there, man. They don't want to be seen out in public with you. Like, man, I can't put my credibility out there like that. He said, man, Bubba, I mean, he make it where I can't get a job. And these folks be thinking like, man, this dude, you gonna run with Bubba on this? Come on, man. We all see what it is. Man, FBI was out there 2 days. These people hunt down serial killers and stuff. Folks have been running from the law. I mean, that's actually committed crimes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't trying to be caught. So I mean, it took them 2 days. I don't know what took them so long. I see why they don't solve many cases. If it took them 2 days to figure yours out. Then it said many NASCAR drivers and employees joined in show of solidarity with Wallace after it was reported that someone had left a noose as a racial threat against him. Said Wallace had previously demanded that NASCAR ban the Confederate flag. Okay, just get rid of that flag. The flag's what's keeping us oppressed. Flag's putting us down. Flag is keeping me from making. Oh, hold on, Bubba. You making a lot of money. That Confederate flag really doing you in. I mean, it really. You make less money. No, you make a little bit less because you can't win nothing. I mean, that's all there is to it. So they banned that. And, well, they didn't ban it immediately. It's after he spoke out. You know, after his voice was heard. You know, the only almost black guy in NASCAR. So they banned the flag right after that. We're going to check out a couple, just probably about a minute of Bubba over here talking. I mean, he's almost in tears, just about.
I want to hear now from Bubba Wallace himself. He is back with me tonight. Bubba, good evening to you. I think you've handled this like a champ, and I'm appreciative.
Now, Don Lennon, handling it like a champ. I mean, man's handling it like a sore loser. That's like somebody who gets beaten in UFC, gets knocked out, and they raise the man's hand up and he sucker punches him. That's what he's doing. Sore loser.
I'm appreciative that you came to speak to us tonight, because we first talked about the Confederate flag on this show and many other issues. So again, thank you. So much has happened just in the last few hours. A federal investigation shows that this wasn't a hate crime.
I mean, Don Lennon, I mean, he's just so well spoken. I mean, clean cut. I mean, he almost looked like a white dude they painted black. I mean, he's just like proper. I mean, Don Lennon. He's got a great verbatim.
Talk to me about what's going through your head. How are you feeling right now?
Of course, I mean, now look at this. Bubba right out the gate, he can't even get his audio right. But he's so shook up, man, so shook up to pieces, he couldn't even turn his audio on. It's going to take him a minute.
I can't hear Bubba. Bubba, we lost your audio. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Talk to me about how you're feeling right now.
I'm pissed. I'm mad because people are trying to test my character and the person that I am and my integrity, and they're not stealing that away from me, but they're just trying to
Bo, I mean, can't nobody steal your integrity. I mean, because it's not an actual object. I mean, man, they could steal like your watch or your car or something else, but your integrity, I mean, usually people either give that away or they smash it themselves. It ain't stolen. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
test that. And as a person, Don, that doesn't need the fame, doesn't need the hype, doesn't need the media, I could care less. I could give two craps about that.
Man, hold on, you don't need no fame, hype, nor media. You don't need none of it at all. Now, you in fact race for NASCAR, you need some of that. I mean, that's what helps get you paid. I mean, fame, hype, media. I mean, it's the whole purpose of the entertainment industry. It's pretty much like a soap opera, live action. So yeah, Bubba, you do need that.
But to sit there and read, and that's my problem. I'm reading too much into it and investing too much time into it. I am.
Don't.
I know.
Come on, man, I'm gonna tell him not to read social media. But I mean, Bubba Wallace, what are you like, 26? Oh, they the social media. I mean, that's the era of the social media. Somehow LeBron fell in it too, even though he old man. But that's the era of the social media. That's what they do. Man wakes up in the morning, checks his Twitter account, sees how many people said he was a dumbass, and he's like, man, I can't. Man, my feelings hurt today, but I got to say something.
I know. I'm trying hard not to, and after tonight, I'll probably turn my phone off. Unfortunately, until about 7:30 in the morning, where they interview.
And he said probably. Now, you could put it on silence, right? I mean, you ain't got to turn it all the way off. I mean, so obviously he's got that thing on ringer, so every time something comes through, he's picking up, reading it. I mean, this thing's gonna take him out. Stress a kill, but stress a kill. He's kind of long-winded here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit.
And I'm speaking for him. I would probably say one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing he's ever had to tell somebody. Tears rolling down his face, choked up on every word that he was trying to say, that the evidence that he had brought to me that a hate crime was committed.
But now he's going to say that the manager had tears rolling down his face, could barely speak to him, choked up, all to pieces. But it was just a piece of rope, man. I mean, he didn't walk in there and, the man was stabbed to death. Somebody got their head ripped off. Little kids in there. But a piece of rope, is that what choked you up? That's what took you out. A piece of rope that was tied up. I mean, boy, if some stuff hits, we screwed, bud. because a whole lot of folks, they ain't got much detective fortitude left, but it's gone. Well, we're going to move out of this. See, because Bubba just, he was just emotional up here. He kind of won't saying a whole lot. Y'all can watch the whole thing. You see it's 13 minutes. He won't really saying a whole lot. But look, after that CNN interview, he started to back up a little bit. Okay? He backed up a little bit this afternoon, said, damage control. Bubba Wallace abandons Noose narrative after embarrassing CNN video. It is embarrassing. Watch the whole thing. I mean, it's tough to watch. Said hours after an embarrassing CNN interview in which he clung to the Noose theory, NASCAR's Bubba Wallace backpedaled with a Wednesday tweet in which he appears to acknowledge that a garage pool in his bay at Talladega Superspeedway wasn't a Noose. Thank you, Bubba. I mean, but it's too little too late, because you just took it way out there, because you thought somebody was going to have some feelings for you, bud. The only one that had feelings for you was LeBron. Everybody else was like, nah, no sir. And the one man who was so choked up he couldn't tell you that he found some rope laying beside your tire. I mean, come on, man. This is from Bubba Wallace. It has been an emotional few days. First off, I want to say how relieved I am that the investigation revealed that this wasn't what we feared it was. I want to thank my team, NASCAR, and the FBI for acting swiftly and treating this as a real threat. A real threat. I got you. Okay. Oh, a real threat. I think we'll gladly take a little embarrassment over what the alternatives could have been. Make no mistake, though, some will try. This should not detract from the show of unity we had on Monday and the progress we've made as a sport to be a more welcoming environment for all. Now stop saying all, man. You ain't getting a whole bunch of black folks to go out to the track to watch you drive in a circle, man. Let's get serious. Poll the brothers. I mean, send out a poll. You know, everybody want to poll. Tell CNN to poll somebody. They'll poll the two black folks that watch racing and say they polled 1,000. But look, that's beyond the point. I'm just saying, put a poll out. Man, you ain't getting everybody on board with the racing, okay? And second of all, man, I am done with people backpedaling. Everybody wants to backpedal. Look, if you want to stick to a story, I mean, hold steadfast on that thing. Folks are backpedal all over the place. Man, if you uncertain about it, don't say nothing. Do some research first and then jump on. I mean, because, man, people are jumping to a boat that's got a hole in it quick. They in the middle of the ocean. But ain't nobody there to save you. Ain't nothing. Only people there to save you is the sharks and the fishes. And they're going to eat on you. They're going to feast on your corpse. So, Bubba, I mean, bruh. I mean, really? I mean, but you've had a rough week. And the week ain't over yet. There's still some days left. They said, in other words, after going full Smollett, Bubba likely hired a crisis management firm which advised him to dispense with the Noose talk and issue a statement he should have made the second after the FBI concluded there was no foul play. Well, yeah, he should have came right out and said that. And look, in closing, I mean, Bubba, you got to do better, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to do better, cause man, it was obvious that rope was of no threat, and the guy who came up to him and was all choked up in the tears, was that an actual story? Did you make that up? Cause man, whoever this guy was, man, if there's a fight coming your way, you don't want him involved. He gonna get choked up and get whooped, and now you just by yourself. That's all it is. He gonna cry first and then get whooped. Look, man, what are you crying about? Boy, I mean, it didn't take but 3 months, 4 months for us to turn into a nation of cowards, bud. People cowering under the bed, folks kneeling on the ground. You got to wear a mask now all up over your head where you can barely breathe. You got a man choked up because he seen a piece of rope. I mean, and then you got Bubba Wallace. He rode the train until he seen that it was going to a dead end, and he jumped off into a boat that had a hole in it, sinking in the water. I mean, he just so you know. What do y'all think? I mean, I'm done with folks backpedaling. Stop backpedaling. Stay forward. Keep your story going. I mean, even if you're wrong, you know, your bond is your word. That's all you got left. Word is bond. That's what I say. So if you believed it was the news, I want you to ride that train all the way from here to wherever it takes you. But whether you're right or not, I mean, there's something else. If you're wrong, then that means it gives me some good content. So I feel good about it. So, I mean, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Bubba, I hope you get it together. You know, I hope you maybe win a race, potentially, you know, and maybe that'll get you over this tough patch you got going on right now. Because I mean, I hate to tell you, but you're not oppressed at all, but you just are not very smart. So I hope y'all like the video. Please rate, share, subscribe, click the notification bell for more content. Leave a comment. I mean, I'm responding to comments. Leave a comment for me. I'll get back with you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.